Welcome to the WiseGuy channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video and watch it together. All right, welcome back to the WiseGuy channel. All right, so today I'm attempting to what I call marathon, right? I just got back from the gym, right? So if you watched part 66, I just produced that and ran to the gym, and now I ran him back, right? I'm gonna try to do 3 videos today. All right, I gotta definitely get 2 out, right? And I'm using a construction technique called lean, basically management, right? Yeah, so it won't waste no time. So let's get right into it, right? Oh, which means I should say thank you, right? For, my prescribers that stayed with me and the new prescribers. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 100, right? Yeah, even doing 100 basic push-ups, right? Yeah, I'll do another 100, right? As soon as we get to 100 basic, I'll probably give you 100 sooner, right? Because I need, that's my milestone, right? Okay, so let's get into okay, pretty much. Let me show you this first. You're just tuning in, right? We're talking about how I got into my construction career, and believe it or not, see that fish? Ended up in a taxidermy studio because of a chess table I made for my mother in 8th grade wood shop. Means no waste, no time. Okay, all right. So yeah, in the taxidermy, basically, I was known as feather and fin, right? Yeah, feather for the bird, fin for the fish, right? Yeah, feather and fin taxidermy. That was a card from back then, those days, right, when I was a kid. See the bufflehead, it's a pretty little bird. All right, let's get into pretty much putting this video together by showing you some images from back in those days. Okay, my voice over is not setting up, okay? But it doesn't matter, I'll just jump in, right? Remember, lean methodology, right? In construction management, we're just gonna practice this and get this video done. So that's a buffalo head you just seen. Next is gonna be a mallard. Look at their little eye. That's what I specialized in, right? The hunters' wives loved my birds, right? And so did the museums. Okay, with that being said, then we're just going to flip right through all the birds, right? And then we'll get into the fish. Okay, so you just seen, okay, just a couple birds, right? You know what I mean? There were thousands, right, in the few years that I was working there, right? And actually, don't tell me, it was like 6 or 7. Okay, so anyway, now we're going to get into the fish, right? Okay, and we're going to start off with these trout, right? Because this is where talking about being resourceful kicked in, right? So a team member left out, right, on accident, this package of these 4 trout. They were good size, right? Yeah, it was Saturday when they came in. So by Monday, they were rotten, right? And, right away, the owner of the company called up and, yeah, the basically client was like, oh man, you got to do something, right? And the first thing I did is I went to the fish hatchery. You go there and you catch fish, right? The best way to put it, right? Okay, no, they were just little ones. I mean, those are good sized trout, right? I was like, well, how am I gonna, you know what I mean? Darn, fix this, right? Our client basically had to bring home mounted fish, right? for his little son. He caught them together. And then my mom, she told me, she goes, hey, go down and get me some basic veal cutlets. We're gonna have veal cutlets tonight, right? It's a Sicilian dish, right? And I went to Petrini's, my Italian market, right? Where she liked their veal cutlets. Man, they had those trout. Yeah, they were so cool. We went through there because I knew the lengths, right? Yeah, had to get. They had an incision right here, but yeah, I cleaned all that up real good, right? I couldn't make them as, you know, you know, sometimes it's really nice to mount them with a nice curve into their body, right? Like I did the marlin. You're gonna see the marlin where I'm wearing the Michael Jackson shirt, right? So I'm trying to get a lot said in this video because I can't do a talk over, right? That feature. I think I'm just got my computer too maxed out. So with that being said, let's get back into the video. All right. So, yeah, you see that last fish? That was a piranha. Okay. Came from the Amazon. Okay. All right. So, and if you looked at that marlin, that one was out all wiggly, you'll see a giraffe in there. Okay. What's coming up next is a little caiman. It was kind of funny, right? Because the best we put it, the customer I mounted it for, right, would stick it, it'd scare people, right? Sneak up on them and put the little caiman right there. So there's no basically, it was just on all four. Okay, so then after that, you're going to see some other things, some really cool things, bears and leopards and zebras, right? Anything that's a wood special stand, I made that, right? But I didn't mount those, right? So remember, I was the feather fin guy. That was my responsibility. That was pretty much my position in the taxidermy studio. All right. And because I'm also going to use this as my closing, right? Okay, because I want to keep this short and also get the video out, I'm going to end up saying thank you for watching. I want to thank you for watching the video. And please, we could use your help. Hit the like button and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.